Hello, everyone. On behalf of FADA, thank you and welcome to this session on the body shop specifically. My name is Kaushik Narayan. I will take 2 minutes to introduce Mr. Anso Jacob. Mr. Anso Jacob is the managing partner and lead consultant at bodyshopguru.com. He has over 22 years of experience. He is an automobile engineer by qualification. He specializes in dealership profitability management and is proficient in business process design and execution. He has hands-on experience both with mass market and luxury segments. He is based in Mumbai. I now invite him to give us his presentation. Please welcome Mr. Ansu.
Thank you, Narayan san. Good evening and welcome to everyone. Are we all fit and future ready? Yes?
Hopefully not, that's why we are
Absolutely.
here with you.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Okay, as you are aware, our industry is going through a disruption. Basically, this means electric cars and intelligent cars. Electric cars and intelligent cars are coming in. So over a period of time, there will be very less amount of requirement in PMGR. Right? We have ADAS systems coming in, so less accident rates comparing to what we are seeing today. So here it comes, the requirement of focusing on the body and paint business. The body and paint business is the most profitable revenue stream of after sales. For example, if you optimize your business, if you optimize your entire after sales business, the body shop should clock around 35% of your PMGR repair orders, and it will give almost 1 to 1:1 ratio of revenue, and out of that revenue, almost 45 to 55% would be your pure profit. Tell me a stream in after sales, or even per that say sales. What kind of business can give you 55% of profitability? In auto after sales, in auto retail, I think only the body shop. So if you look at the characteristic of a good body shop or a healthy body shop, if something goes like this, it has to have a very good market penetration, which is beyond 70%. What is meant by the market penetration? Market penetration for body shop, I mean by certain percentage of, based on the collision rate. If you multiply your collision rate with your UIO, you get your potential customers, and 75% of that potential customers should get into your body shop organically. That is what we consider as the market penetration. And when it comes to bay productivity, it's 0.75 to 0.9 for lux segment, and 0.6 for 0.75 to 0.9 in mass market, and 0.5 to 0.6 in lux segment. Attached for lux should be less than 6.5, and lux segment should be less than 9, and the consumable cost less than 20%. Consumable, what I mean is what all things you cannot, what all consumables you need to run your body shop is termed as the consumable. What all things you cannot bill to the customer. And the customer complaints less than 5%. Are we running in this way? We are not. Majority of the body shop are not running this way. Okay, here we comes to the agenda of the day, and before that I would like to explain about the team Body Shop Guru. Body Shop Guru is a bootstrap company founded in 2017, and so far we are working with approximately 100 plus dealers across in India in various states. We are working with brands like Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar Land Rover, Hyundai, Honda, Maruti, and even Tata Motors. let me introduce myself. As he exactly said, I started my career as a technician in a Maruti or authorized service center. Later that, I start almost all chairs available in the dealership business ecosystem. And I got an opportunity to work with some OEMs and some consulting companies. One thing was attracting all the time towards me, towards Body Shop, is because of its profitability. And another thing is that it has got, it requires techno-commercial intelligence to run the business. Basically, if you are purely technical, you cannot run the business. Similarly, if you are purely commercial, then also you cannot manage the business. So this was something which was attracting me when in my early stage of my career. Later, I think Rujir-san would know me that I moved towards Body Shop, and the Body Shop which I was leading with my team was the biggest body shop in India once upon a time, which was producing over 1 crore of labor revenue at that point of time, way back in 2018. So we found this company in 2017 and started working with various dealerships. And I must say that I am not seeing any kind of drastic change from where I was a body shop manager and even in today's body shop manager, because the technology has evolved, car construction method have changed, repair methods have changed, but the way the body shop's functioning is almost the similar way. Even we got surprised when by seeing these results. I must say that 80% of body shops are having challenges in estimation. If a damaged car comes to your dealership, irrespective of be it a mass segment dealer or a luxury segment dealer, estimations are not made properly. If the estimations only are not going to make properly, anyway, if someone leave the estimation system or someone does not make an estimation properly, that does not mean that we won't repair the car properly. So the challenge being the cars being repaired to its, as per its OEM standards, but the revenue won't fall into the dealer's account. Okay, so wherever we have interacted, we have seen 80% of lapse in estimation. And even negotiation to that matter. The moment a insurance company surveyor look at your estimate, he will be able to understand what would be the business acumen of the people in body shop. Based on that, he will start playing his cards. Absolutely. Earlier, when I was a service advisor, we used to literally sit and technically debate the repair methods with the insurance company surveyor. In today's world, they come, they took a photograph and they say blindly, we are not going to give this. Why? Is there any reason? Especially when we were assessing the body shop estimates, we could see that almost 60 to 65% of the structural repairs are not estimated. Either if it is estimated, they are not assessed. The service advisor and the body shop manager is always on the pressure of delivering the cars, because otherwise they will escalate to the management, to the OEM, then everything will go round and round. So in order to avoid that, they say, okay, paisa mila to mila, nahi mila to chalega, gaadi nikal do. At the end of the day, the money goes from whose pocket? The investor's pocket. Okay. Another thing what we have seen is the body shop does not know their business potential. I was meeting plenty of investors down there in the main hall. People were saying me, I am probably doing 1,000 cars a month, 500 cars a month. I said, what is your business potential? They say, whatever the car comes to us organically, we repair that on time. That is not your business potential. As per the market, there is something called UIO, there is something called a collision rate. You need to know your business potential. If you don't know your business potential, what happens is, most of the time you either under target, which will affect your growth, or you over target, because of which pressure will get built up in the system. People leave jobs, attrition, then again, there is a chance that some malpractices may settle in. Another thing what we have observed is 75% of the body shops are having very high turnaround time. the most surprisingly, what we could see is that 80% of body shops functions with less equipment. I have some photographs, some images which I want to take you through. See, I think you will be able to understand what I am talking about. 75% of the managers are not having adequate techno-commercial skills. If you ask them, if you want to run a business, you need to have the entire techno-commercial acumen about the business, and there is no ways, there is no training program available in the industry. There are training programs available for painters, body repair technicians or dentists, what we call. But for the middle management team who is supposed to make them perform, they have no training at all. Across the OEMs we can see. There are some management practices, management trainings are being given, but nothing in detail on body shop. So, this is the time that you as investors need to be vigilant and even ready to be involved in the body shop business. Your mission is being compromised within the organization and you are the only one being penalized. You have invested so heavy on equipment, and the other resources and the results from the market study is quite an eye-opener. At the end of the day, who is benefited out of this? Who is benefited out of this? Every stakeholder other than you. Customer get his cars repaired. Insurance company get their claims settled. Since we don't make the estimates on time, we don't consider the repair methods, our service advisors are not well informed, neither whatever they are informed, they are not practicing. So at the end of the day, money goes from your pocket. So this is where the need that you need to be vigilant. This is some of the photographs of actively running body shop. You see a 25 lakh worth crash repair system eating dust. And when I asked them that, they said this is from the inception. Then I said, how many times we used it? Oh, we got a register. Good. When I get into the register, there was hardly any cars over a period of 15 years of operation. Now the machine cannot be moved, it's stuck, it's because it's never been used. And the second picture is of a paint booth. Nowadays, nothing comes as a dealer, as an investor, nothing comes free to you. You invest in, and this is the way people are taking care of it. Then we crib on paint company, paint defect, complain, climates. We complain on even climates. Sir, thanda hai, iske liye aisa hota hai. Okay. The third image is a 12.5 lakh worth measuring system where people are hanging their lunch boxes. And the fourth image is the complete body equipments available for a workshop which produces around 350 vehicles per month. Why this is happening? Why this is happening? This is happening purely because of scarcity of skilled manpower at all levels. Who is supposed to know this? I would say, if you are an investor of a business, you need to know the pressure points as well as the pressure points. What we say, okay, last year we done X amount, so let us take a jump of 15%. None of us are bothered to compare what should be our market potential. So we run the business empirically because of this. And the second challenge is what I would like to take your attention is, request for your attention is competition from .com companies and independent service providers. Again, the industry is going through the challenges. We are seeing that every stakeholder of yours is maintaining profit. They are being profit-centric. And the next thing I would like to put forward is the profit-centric approach of insurance companies. As I mentioned previously, if your loss ratio is maintained, you will not be having any challenges in the claim. How will you maintain your loss ratio? You need to optimize the body and pain business as well as your insurance renewal business. That is the only way you can maintain a healthy claim ratio. They are becoming profit centric. As I said, the moment they look at your estimate, they come to know up to what extent this guy knows the job. They start negotiating. They pull down the cost, they pull down the labor charges, even if it is the labor charges. In many places I am seeing that even the labor charges which is approved by the OEM, it's not being approved, not being given by the insurance companies. What we can do, we cannot hold a customer's car. When we ask the customer says, no, I don't know, I renewed the insurance from X dealership, so it's your baby now, you need to get it done. He is not willing to take a cut off his, or he is not willing to shell something out towards us. So there has to be an end to it, right? And I would say all these challenges, and most importantly, your costs are increasing. That is one thing I forgot to mention. Irrespective of you meet your potential, your business is stagnant or in the growth path, your costs are increasing day by day. The cost of manpower, the cost of resources, all the resources, it's increasing. The rents are increasing. So we need to make an end to it. And why all these things are happening? These all things are happening purely the control group of your body shop does not have adequate skill. And I must say that the 2, 3, and 4 challenges are the byproduct of the first one. If they have adequate skill, they know how to control the competition. They know how to control the insurance companies, and the cost will be managed because your business would be growing. So, how can we make an end to it? I would say, with Body Shop Guru, what we do is, we optimize the resources. Optimizing resources is, again, it's not an easy task. It's a very difficult task as well as a time-consuming task. We basically, when we talk about resources, we have 4 resources, like man, machine, material, and method. The most importantly, at Body Shop Guru, we have a structured training program for your entire after-sales team, right from your service advisors to estimators to job controller to manager, and to, I would say, the top management level, where we teach them the entire in and out of body and pain business, right from collision dynamics till the finished product. We teach them through the technical aspects, we teach them estimation, we teach them even negotiation, we teach them usage of tools and equipment. And we do a kind of role alignment. It's not that we come in, given a training, we sit in your fancy conference room and deliver training for 10 days and vanished. It's not that way. Because a cultural shift has to happen from the ages what we were doing. We were doing the business in the same fashion from the past 20 years, so there has to be a cultural change. It is quite time consuming. So apart from the training, along with the training, what we would like to do is we turn your manpower from a cost perspective towards an investment perspective. After the training, once your team is upgraded with adequate skill to control the entire body shop business, they will be no more a cost for you. They will rather work as an investment. So cost we always try to control. Investment, we find more ways to do more investment on people, right? So we do a kind of we don't just end up in a classroom training. We do role-specific alignment, one-on-one coaching, and even on-the-job coaching. Standard tools and tools for managing the body shop will be provided to them, and even if it is required, we give them remote support. How do we do an optimization? We said our training. We impart training, the world class techno-commercial training to your body shop team, be it irrespective of the segment you are in. You be a Mercedes dealer, or you be a Maruti dealer, or any kind of dealership you have, the training goes the same, because in the body and paint, the collision dynamics always remain the same. And when we spoke about optimization, how do we optimize? At Body Shop Guru, as I said previously, we are working with almost 100+ dealers across India, various brands. We have very good success story to put in front of you. Our optimization strategy is, initially we do a deep dive in terms of metric simulation, as well as a physical deep dive into your business. We understand the way you function, the way you run your body shop. Then we identify your potential. After identifying your potential, we certainly make a strategy. The strategy involves long-term, short-term, as well as medium-term strategies. And once the strategy is finalized and agreed upon with you, we start the implementation sessions. Basically, we start with trainings and role alignments and one-on-one hand-holding. And over a period of time, the process gets sustained. This is what our methodology of doing it. Once the optimization is completed, the profit will be enhanced. You will be meeting your business potential. I won't say that during our engagement time you will meet your business potential. At least what we promise is that we are a data-driven company. What we promise that we will take you to at least 75 to 80% of your potential, what we have calculated during the time of deep dive. That is the promise from our side. That is how, as of now, you are aware that we have not approached you through any kind of marketing channel. What all business we are getting it through the referrals. So for example, when it comes to how we predict the business potential, this is the business potential study simulation what we have done for an actual dealership. I think if you look at monthly, the dealer is having a gap of approximately 1.21 crore in terms of, it's a gap. He's already doing approximately 1.5 CR. But the gap is 1.21 crore, and cumulatively the yearly gap is around 14.52 crores. This is how we understand the potential. So we understand the UIO, car park, the current trend, then we predict the potential. And during our engagement time, we ensure that you meet your business potential at least 75%, the gaps. I have some case studies to put it forward. We will go through that. So the outcome of associating with us is very simple. Your profit will be optimized. Your revenue will be back onto the track. Business growth will be sustained. Faster return on investments. The TAT will be reduced. And qualitatively, if you would like to say, increased after sales customer satisfaction index, improved manpower utilization and retention, employee skill enhancement, and optimization of the resources you have already invested in. I must say that we are purely result oriented. We measure our success only in terms of your profit. And for customers, quality repair, vehicles on time, faster delivery, high value proposition. Some of the success stories I want to put forward. In a category city B, it's a Maruti group, and our pre-engagement time, they were doing approximately around 1 crore rupees in body shop as labor. And during our engagement period, they have already settled down to around 1.4 CR. This is, I am talking about a period of 4 months time. And their business potential is 2 crores per month. Similarly, a Lux segment dealer who was doing around 17 and 34, they have achieved their potential was 33. Most of the time, what we are seeing that our dealers always overshoot the predicted potential over a period of time. As I said, during our engagement period, we walk you through 75% your business potential. And trust me, in today's body shop business ecosystem, almost all dealers are approximately 50% of your business potential. If offline, once we finish this, I think we can connect. We can certainly discuss your businesses individually. But as far as our experience goes with the 100 dealers, almost all are at par of 50%. How we optimize this? I just want to show you a case study of an actual dealership. We started with an averaging of 66 lakhs per month. We initiated the program. We started the program. The revenue has settled, averaging out almost 1.5 crore. So I'm talking only about monthly business data. And in between, the COVID came in, so we have all the visits, and at least approximately 5 months we could not visit. And again, we got re-engaged. Our journey with that particular dealership started in the month of December 20, and even we just completed December 2022. The dealership's revenue is 1.5 CR per month. Their potential, what I am targeting, is 2 crore. I believe that dealer principal is somewhere here. This is the actual story of a dealership. This is what the power of this program. So we have consultant, we comes to your business, we do a deep dive, we work out the metrics, we understand the resources, we help you to optimize them. There may be cost, there may be some time, but approximately what we are seeing that, okay, in this dealership we spend almost 7 visits, which is almost a period of, if you look at the engagement days, which was approximately around 60 days. Our implementation strategy is very simple. We do a deep dive. This is how the visits are being segregated. This is how we implement things. This is how we plan. We do a deep dive. Then we have coaching sessions. Then we have implementation spread across over a period of 6 to 8 months time. See, the changes cannot be done overnight, right? It takes a lot of time, because traditionally, we were doing body and pain business, but we are talking about an entire inculcation or an entire cultural shift. So it cannot happen overnight. So it takes 6 to 8 months time minimum, provided the dealership is completing the action plans on time in terms of resources or in terms of addition or expansion in that case. I think that's all from my side. If you have any questions, we have some time left.
So once again, thank you very much, Mr. Hans. So couple of questions before we share it to the group. One of the questions I had is, typically in a dealership, when you go in and do an assessment, do you actually find that the existing manpower is actually sufficient for you to train and bring them up to speed, or do you find a requirement to actually hire from outside?
Very brilliant question. We believe that everyone can be changed through the right coaching and mentoring. So we go by what you have, and we take a corrective call maybe over a period of 3 to 6 months time. We train them, we again coach them, mentor them, we do role alignment, we do one-on-one coaching, we actually consult them one-on-one. Then if we see if they cannot improve, then obviously we need to take a call. And 98% of the time what I am seeing that the people changes. There is no such instance in my life that I give a recommendation, unless an extreme case that to change the manpower. So the existing manpower is enough, but only thing is that we have not imparted them with adequate skill. We just hired them. We have not given any value addition. We have not trained them enough. So obviously they perform the way they know. The moment they come to know that this is something different, obviously they will go for it, because they are the beneficiaries. Because once the business gets streamlined, there is no pressure in the system. They will start enjoying the work. Yep.
Thank you, Ansu. One last question before we go to the group. You had shown some pictures also, and it's a combination of skills and also hygiene. How much does hygiene play a factor in terms of maintaining and improving the productivity of a body shop?
Body shop is a very toxic environment. We have harmful gases, dust, our hardness contain isocyanate. So if think of a person, and again the vehicle exhaust, heat. So think of a person who is standing there the whole 8 hours. The morning, okay, he's fine, but after 2 hours of spending in that particular environment, his brain stops functioning. And I must say that it's the high time that we as investors need to focus on maintaining safety and hygiene in the body shop, because painfully I must say that, have you ever seen a denter or a painter after the age of 70? You will never see them, because 95% of our body shops functions without safety equipments. It hardly the cost would be, if you are having a team size of 50 people, the cost for supplying PPEs, personal protective equipments, would be hardly 7,000 to 8,000 a month. That takes a very big toll on the production, efficiency, speed, utilization, everything.
Thank you, Mr. Ansu. Any questions? Please raise your hand.
Please.
What is the potential per 1,000 potential of RO against the 1,000 UIO?
60 cars per month. Which city you are in? And which brand? Yeah, 60 cars per month.
How do you calculate this potential available in a city?
Sir, that is something, it's a part of our business intelligence. We do a market survey. We need to understand, because if we certain to a great extent, I won't be able to reveal, but we calculate. It depends. It depends based on the driving habits, road infrastructure, people spending pattern. Everything comes to, the collision rate.
But are there any cases available with you when you have calculated the potential available in the city and you have reached to that potential?
I would say 95% of my clients reach their potential, and some even gone beyond that. So we predict it on a safer scale. But once the team gains reasonable amount of knowledge on how to control the business, they go freely. They even overachieve their targets.
So there is no mathematical formula to calculate.
There is a mathematical formula. We multiply your UIO with your collision rate, but the collision rate for each city, for us, we kept it as bit secret. It's unique, and it depends. It changes dealer to dealer, city to cities. I think in the last FIDA summit, we have taken through in depth about the collision dynamics. I mean, the potential and the collision rates.
You also teach the maintaining loss ratios?
Absolutely, yes. See, when we get into a dealership, means we get into the entire after sales, because the body shop business cannot function of its own. It needs support from PMGR. For example, if the market perception of the dealership is wrong, body shop is not going to get cars. So that is what we meant by the deep dive. That is, yes, it's a part of marketing, but when we do a deep dive, we even understand what is your market person, what the customers in that particular region thinks about you. So we have our own mechanism to grasp that, and 99% of the time it's true, because we discuss that one-on-one with the dealer principal. Because if he is aligned, then only we can go ahead.
Any other questions?
Can we pass on the mic?
What are the financials? I have.
You can pass it on?
So,
Sir, commercials we won't be able to discuss unless and until we do a metric simulation. There is no such blanket figure I can quote. Sir, certainly, but thing is that just to answer his question, there are instances people call us for a business analysis and we tell them that you don't need a consulting. There are body shops functions in that way as well in India. So if we find substantial amount of opportunity, then only we engage ourselves. Otherwise, no. Because we, as I said, we purely calculate what can be measured. I cannot come back and tell you that I increase your customer satisfaction, change your market perception, so pay me my money. I have to tell you that you were on this level, today you are at this, so then I can claim money. That is how we operate. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So on a fundamental level, I think we are dependent on organic loads for Body Shop, depending on the location. And our challenge is to get more numbers. So how do we market our Body Shop if we plan to?
Body shop marketing, okay, organically, as someone said here, we can convert car from service, but there is a limitation to that. But I would say inflow of body shop is predominantly decided by your market perception. So we need to think of changing the market perception. Basically, if a customer's experience goes wrong right from the sale or the moment he visited your showroom, and maybe sales is again slightly emotional in our country, so he somehow got the car, then even during service, if the customer is not considering you as a repair partner, things won't work. We cannot put a hoarding, bang your cars and come to our body shop. So that is it. So basically for body shop, I advise all my clients think on the market perception. You should know what your customers think about you. Nowadays you can see that many of the OEMs are changing their RVI norms. Why? In some dealership there is not even place for customers to sit. They are changing it. Why? These all are the part of changing the market perception. Yes, as you said, conversion inorganically it plays, but it's plays in, I would say, maximum of 10 to 15%, not more than that. Next question, please.
Till what extent are you dealing with commercial vehicle dealers as of now?
We are initially done an initial study. We are not ready with commercial. That will be, we are adding that portfolio in future, maybe I would say 1 year down the line, because getting consultants is very tough.
But why this gap of you? I mean, you started from 2017 till date. It's almost 6 years. And what is the major difference that you feel is getting on your path from dealing with commercial vehicles?
See, it's like we cannot just come and commit you something, and if we are not delivered, and it won't do good. It even affects our company's credibility. We don't want to lose your credibility. So even we have some of our clients, existing clients are already having passenger vehicle dealership plus commercial vehicle dealership, but we have not yet started with. We are doing an initial study. There is a lot of homework goes behind consulting, because consultants sit at the third end of the table. You as a dealer principal sit in front, your employees sit in the other side, I need to sit there. So unless and until I am not well informed, I will burn my fingers. So we don't do that. We have started with two-wheelers. We have some pilots going on. I mean, maybe we are readying the consultants, so we need to do the pilot, we need to see the success, we need to understand the challenges. Then certainly, because two-wheeler segment and the commercial segment is one thing which is not even tapped now. Yeah.
Do you also calculate the ROI? That means the potential versus the infrastructure required in terms of building land, lifts, manpower, etc.
We can do that provided you have the data. We can certainly
What
do
kind
that.
of data you actually require for that?
What all things you have invested and
Obviously available. Investment part is available, but on the potential front and the
which brand you are working, which city you are working, then we need to understand the potential of the business. Then certainly we can predict when your break even will happen and when your ROI will come.
can you do it for commercials as well? Because you're not doing
No,
it
we
for
are not
commercial
prepared for
vehicles, but-
commercials as of now. We are readying ourselves.
Thank you.
How long are you engaged with the dealer for? Because one of the slides shows that you're there for 8 sessions is what I saw.
We engage ourselves over a period of 6 to 8 months time. Maybe if you talk about in terms of consulting days, I would say around 18 to 24 consulting days per dealership, depends on the severity of the dealerships. Some are easy, so we don't, do it. Some are tough, so we would need more consulting days.
And also, post, say, after your consultation is over, the way in which you were tracking the body shop in whatever different ways, is it possible for us dealers to also have the similar reviewing structure that we can keep monitoring that?
We are again associated with you, 2 or 3 times a year after that, after the consulting. And frankly speaking, after the consulting is completed successfully, you would ever need me. So that is the success rate. And wherever the dealer principal is actively involved in the business, we are seeing the highest success rate. The case study which I show you, which took almost a year's time, because we were changing the entire culture of a city. There were so much of challenges. People were not available. Those who are available, they come in, they see the atmosphere, they look at thousands of cars and run away. We were even recruiting people from ITIs, campus interviews. So we done, and that was the best. Why I have put that, why I have projected that, because that was the toughest site I ever had, and where we could double the revenue over a period of a year. We could literally double it.
So you, sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions.
No, you can go ahead.
So do you also calculate the productivity of each technician in the body shop? And
Oh yeah,
do
we
you do all of
calculate
that?
utilization, productivity, efficiency as a body shop whole. Everything is being mapped. So all the tools will be given to you.
One last question.
Yes, we're talking of safety of paints as well as so does water-based paint and hardware-based paint make a difference in the overall?
Certainly in water-based painting system, the base coat is made out of, the solvent is used as water.
Productivity doesn't change because of this, or only the safety factor?
No sir, only your base coat is water-based, rest everything is solvent-based. So there is fractional change which is not that visible.
Does potential changes from the renewal ratio? Renewal ratio depends on the renewal ratio.
Yes, you hit the right nail. It is, because that is one of the best customer retention tool in body shop we can ever have. Thank you all.
So thanks everyone. Once again, please thank you, Mr. Anso, for being here. Mr. Anso will be available for one-on-one discussions post this session.
Certainly, I will